Hi everyone. Okay, this screencast is going to show you how to use the whiteboarding feature right within your Zoom meeting. So there's no other software or tool that you need to open, just Zoom. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is make sure that the whiteboard feature is enabled in your Zoom account. So log into Zoom and go to My Account, and you're going to go to Settings. And you're going to look for a whiteboard feature in here or a whiteboard option. So you need to scroll through here and make sure it's turned on. So let me go through it. Okay, so it's in the in meeting basics section, and here is the whiteboard feature. You want to make sure that this is on in your Zoom account. If this is not on, then you don't have the whiteboard ability, the ability to use the whiteboard. So please turn this on. And also, I would recommend to check off this feature here to allow the whiteboard content to be saved. Okay, and once that's done, you can certainly start your Zoom meeting, and I will show you how to use the whiteboard. So I'm going to go into Zoom, and I'm going to go into meetings, and I'm going to start a meeting. Okay. So right now I'm in Zoom, and everyone should be familiar with Zoom by now. And in order for you to have the whiteboarding feature, to use the whiteboarding feature, you need to be able to share your screen. So you're going to click on Share Screen here at the bottom on your toolbar. And you're going to see a whiteboard application here that you have the ability to select. So you're going to click on Whiteboard, and then you're going to click Share. Now what you're doing is you created a whiteboard and you're sharing it to your students. So it's all built in within the Zoom meeting, okay? Now the Zoom whiteboarding feature has limited features available for you. It's very simple, and sometimes simple is definitely good. So I'm glad that they do have some type of features here that you can utilize. Just one thing to note too, when you're using Zoom and the whiteboarding feature on your laptop is touchscreen. So you can use a stylus or your finger to write or draw on the whiteboard, and that might be much easier than using the mouse or the trackpad. So keep that in mind. For this screencast, I'm on my desktop, so I have to use my mouse. So the first option here up here at the menu bar or the toolbar is a text box. So I can click anywhere on the whiteboard and just start typing. All right, and I can resize this text box if I wanted to, okay? If I wanted to format these words, I can go to the format menu and I can change the color of the words. I can bold or I can italic, okay? You can see that I'm turning that on and off. I can also change the size of it. So you have some limited amount of formatting tools available to you in the text box tool. The next tool I wanted to show you is the draw tool. So the draw tool with the wavy line will allow you to have like freehand. All right, so you can actually draw something here on the board. All right. Okay, again, I'm using my mouse for this, but if you're using your laptop, you can use your finger or a stylus. Okay, so that's the draw tool with the wavy line. The straight line is just going to give you the ability to draw a straight line. Again, I can go to the format menu and change the line width. I can change the color of the line as well, and then you can see the difference there. I can also draw a rectangle, all right, and I can draw a circle, all right. The next row of lines basically is the same thing. The next icon will allow you to draw a line with an arrowhead on it. All right. These two icons here will fill in the shape with a transparent look to it. Okay, so you can take the shape and drag it over words or shape or numbers to highlight certain things on your screen for your students to follow along. And the third row, the second icon, will allow you to draw a double arrow, and it will actually put a solid shape on your screen, so now it's not transparent at all. So you can use this as, if you wanted to hide something from the kids, if you wanted to hide the answer, you can do that with this tool and then move it to reveal it. Okay, so that's an option for you. The stamp tool will allow you to put stamps on the whiteboard. So you have a green check mark, you have a red X. All right, if you wanted to mark something right, if you had a question about something, you can put a question mark there. All right, so they're quick stamps. The spotlight icon or the spotlight tool will allow you to basically have this little red light on your cursor so that the students know where you are on the screen. All right, and then the spotlight arrow tool will put emphasis on something that you're referring to while you're presenting through the whiteboard. Okay, I can click on the eraser and I can erase an object by just clicking on it. All right, I went through the format options of the format menu with you. You have an undo and a redo button. I can clear the entire drawing if I wanted to, but I want to show you that you're able to save this whiteboard. So if I save this, it's going to save it as a PNG file, which is an image, to your computer. All right, and that might be helpful if you wanted to capture your notes and then share that out with your students later. And that's basically it. So here I can hit clear my drawing, and my whole drawing is cleared, and I'm ready to move on to the next class or maybe the next example. I hope you found this screencast helpful.